finally. Oh my goodness. I don't know what was wrong, but I had to call Mona. And I thought I could show her what was wrong with my thing, but I can't show her. That's so funny. All right, let me see if I can find me on here now. Oh, how come I'm not coming up? Da, da, da. Nope, I'm not coming up. Let's see if I can find it a different way. Yay, there I got it. Oh my goodness, I tell you. I'm getting so excited that I had to say it twice. Oh, let's go back up here. Good golly. And Melanie was the first one in the house. Hello, Melanie. I've got to pick up the kiddo soon. She'll be listening. Hi, Kathy and Mona. Woo. And Lisa. Hey, at least I was in the right one. I didn't pick the wrong one. And Jane's here. Hello, Jane. I watched your video this morning. Oh, I almost hit the wrong button. And Judy Hebert's in the house. Oh, my Judy. Ginger, hey, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while. And Linda. Oh, Lori, Cheryl. I see Bernice. I need to have a mirror that I can hold up and look through for my looking glass. Well, it turns out I could not click anything on the left side. I don't know why. And that's where I clicked for my camera to go to you guys. And it wasn't doing its thing. So I don't know. I kept trying to change cameras. I tried everything. And finally got Mona on the phone and we're talking about it. And she says, Is your screen big? I said, no. She says, well, try making it big. So I tried making it big. And of course, when you make it big, the left side disappears. It's just a little face and body thing. So then I clicked make it smaller, and then it worked. I don't know what the heck was going on, but it finally worked. I'm just glad I'm here. Oh, Ginger went to North Dakota. Oh, so you went to North Dakota from where, Ginger? What state are you in? Buy a mirror at dollar store and break it. Yeah, I need to. I know, Bernice. They're always telling me I sound like Romper Room, and that comes from my sister watching Romper Room, and I had to always watch her while she did it. So I need to hold up a mirror. I think it was the small screen. Well, I don't know what it was, but making it big and then coming back, and it finally left the left side loose so I could click on it. Hey, Nikki, how are ya? Oh, from Illinois to North Dakota. Well, you probably passed right by me then, because I'm right where I-80 and I-74 meet. I'm right there. Oh, Nikki loved Romper Room. Did they ever say your name? Did they say either Nicole or Nikki? I got mad at Romper Room and quit watching. Ah, Melanie, she's here. She's here. I did a big blow up of you being here first. Oh, I see Ginger went right by me. You should have let me know. I'd have met you up at the interstate there. The biggest the biggest truck stop in the world is just 20 to 30 minutes from me. I could have hopped on to 74 because I'm only a block from 74. I could have hopped on 74, got up to 80, and went down to the truck stop. I could have met you. Yes, she said Nicole. Ah. Hey, Jess, how are you? Get a kid's old hula hoop and hold up. Oh, yeah, the kids' ones are smaller, aren't they? I don't know if I have one of those, but I might have to go and look for something because that's getting to be my trademark, is talking like Miss Peggy from Romper Room. Oh, yeah. Lisa's still working. But at least she was in here to see my drama this morning, or this afternoon. It's afternoon now, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Things are just going crazy here for me. What did I do? Drop something? Ugh. I did. I dropped one of my tops. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Oh, I dropped something else too. I don't know what it was. I guess it would help if I turn my machine on, huh? I'm just going to sew some little squares together. They're the little squares that I got from Sherry. I could not think of her name. It was on the tip of my tongue. I need to spit it out. Hey, Joe, how are ya? My name wasn't really popular back in the 60s and 70s, so I felt she was saying hi to me personally. Oh, well, see, my problem is my name was so popular in the late 50s, early 60s that, I mean, when she said it, and she always said Debbie. It was never Deborah. It was never Deb. It was Debbie. And I don't go by Debbie. I mean, my mom and my brothers and my sister, they called me Debbie, but that's a whole different thing when the family gets to call you stuff. They call me all sorts of different things. Oh, let's see. I don't think there's a whole lot going on. I watched Miss Jane this morning, and she was showing the Moda Blockhead that she did. And she did a little tutorial on it, how to do it. And I thought she did just a wonderful job. Wonderful. And then I thought my problems were related to that, what was it? Google had something going on and they weren't working right. Was it yesterday? I don't even know because I really wasn't on yesterday. I know. Sounds strange that I wasn't on, but I really wasn't. And I have never worked with 2-inch squares, Sherry. So this is really weird for me. The smallest I usually get are 2.5. So I don't know what I'm going to end up making with these, but we'll see. And I'm just picking them up and putting them together. These are the ones that I won on her channel a couple weeks ago. Yeah, a couple weeks ago. So with them starting out at 2 inches, does that mean they're going to end up at 1.5 inch? Because let me tell you, that's too small. That is way too small. Oh, goodness. I picked up 2. Now I got to see which side's the right side. And you notice I'm not pinning them. I'm just sewing. So they may be even smaller than 1.5 inch by the time I get done sewing them. Who knows? You know how I am. I'm just weird that way. Oh, Joe missed everybody this morning. Well, we missed you too, Joe, because a lot of people didn't see your post. And so Melanie told everybody on Discord, and I told everybody. So I'm like, yep, she's not there. Not going live today. So you're going to have to catch her another day or watch an old video. Didn't you do a post on Monday, Joe? I thought that's what I saw. Are you beautifulest and fabulous now? I watched a YouTube video on the strawberries. I have the 2.5 inch quarter square triangle, and I'm struggling a bit. Oh, yeah. Some of those can be hard. It's great to be pampered. Yeah. Hey, Norma. Glad you could make it. Come on. My finger keeps hitting the wrong thing. Hey, Leanna's in the house. I'm in and out napping, stopping in. What are you up to? Well, I got these little 2-inch squares from Sherry. I got them, last week sometime. I won them like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when. But I'm just sewing them together, willy-nilly sewing them together, and I don't know what I'll make with them. I may just make 4 patches and then put them together or put sashing, or I don't know for sure. What's Sherry channel name? Sherry Yurton, My Quilting World. Yeah, Sherry Yurton, My Quilting World. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, I've been just sewing these together. I haven't done a whole lot of sewing since Monday. I don't even remember what I sewed together Monday on the live. On Mona's live. I don't even remember that. Isn't that horrible that I don't know? I have been, my brain hasn't been working this week. And my phone was working even with all that goofiness that was going on the other day. And I'm with T-Mobile, so I don't know what was happening. Hey, Jan. Hi. How are ya? Love that you were coming on later in the day. Oh, you're in Pacific. Okay. Yeah, some of the early mornings they're hard. I slept in a little bit this morning. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. Maybe my body's just tired. I went to my regular doctor last week for a checkup. Nothing wrong, just a checkup. I had to do the blood work and all that fun stuff. And she was pleased as punch with me, even though I gained a little bit of weight. How come? Oh, I guess that one I didn't line up right. I'm like, is this one a little wonky? No, I just can't put it together right. Well, I don't know where you're at, Jan, but I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Iowa. So coming on at 2 in the afternoon is so much better for me. I don't like it when it gets too late in the afternoon, but it's hard to get on in the morning because I don't even come in the sewing room until, well, it's after 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's closer to 10. Yep, she got her nails all done and her hair. Oh, she's craving ice cream, but not quite up to it yet. Oh, look at there. Lisa's saying hi, Jan and everyone. I'm not ignoring, just trying to work at the same time. Joe says, I said it on my Friday live and again yesterday on a community post. Yes, Joe, and I saw and heard both of them. So that's why this morning when they were talking about lives coming up, and Leanna said Joe was coming on today, and I said, no, she's not. My kind of sewing. Stop ignoring this. I'm not ignoring you. I heard you when you said it on your live, and I watched your post. I saw that too, so I'm up on it. Me, who is never up on anything, I was paying attention. I don't know how well I'm going to be making these 4 patches. I thought about doing 6 patches, since these are going to be so tiny. But I'm going to make the 4 patches first, and then we'll see what I come up with. I have 2 design walls that I can only get to 1. I can't get to the other one because I put a table in front of it. That's why Sven's on the corner. My little Sven. There he is. Oh, I guess I got him covered. Those are the quilts that I sandwiched together. That's why you can't see him. And I had him in front of my cutie, right in front of it, because I loaded one on it, and so I had to move them. They were in my way. I had to move them, and I didn't know where to put them, so that's where they ended up. I have a whole bunch of these. They're down behind the back of this, and they're just piling up back there. Oh, I know what else I did Monday. I trimmed all these little bitty, I sewed all of these together and I trimmed them down to 1 inch. And I'm not going to be working with 1 inch half square triangles. So I think Sharon needs to send me her address so I can mail them off to her. I know she will do something with them. I had originally thought, this was my thinking Monday, was I was sewing those together through here, and then when I went to square them up, I thought they were going to be 1.5 inches. But only 2 of them came out to 1.5 inches. The rest were all 1 inch. So I redid the other 1.5 one down to 1 inch. So they're all 1 inch now. So I thought, okay, you know that little cupboard that her husband made for her? And she made those itty bitty mini quilts to go in it. I was going to try and make one of those. Yeah, those pieces are too small. That's not going to happen. Sharon can do it. I can't. Deb, I love your Life is Good sticker on your machine. Oh, yeah. You see that? I got that from the sewing studio. Do you remember the purple tote that I made, Miss Nikki? Purple, purple, purple. It's down over there. I got that from the sewing studio, and I got that sticker when I did it. This one here says Crafting Up Life. There's Lisa's new one. It goes, all my sewing goes right over Lisa's. And here, down here, shoop, let's go down here. If I move my, well, it's underneath here. It says, I shred that thread, Awkward Quilter GA. And it's in white, but it's on my actual table. So, there you go. And then, I don't know if I can get you around over here on this side. Whoops, dropped my phone. Okay, let's see. Is it showing it? Where is my machine? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's get a little closer. All right. Oh, who's that? Who's that right there? That is Miss Mona. Miss Mona is right in the front of me. When I look straight down at my needle, there's Miss Mona. And then up here, I have Sewing for My Sanity right there. Right here, I have God would not have made me a quilter if he wanted me to cook and clean. And then over here, I have Quilters Live a Colorful Life. And then here is, yes, I do have a retirement plan. I plan on quilting. I should have sent that to Lisa. Down here, we have Keep Calm and Grab the Seam Ripper. See if I can get it there. That's that one. And then this one is the Fat Quarter Shop. There. I turned that light off so it's not bugging you. Fat Quarter Shop and Keep Calm and Grab the Seam Ripper. That's all of my stickers. I don't have any other stickers. No more stickers. I don't have nobody send me stickers. Now I gotta find my phone. I know. I'm a little bit crazy today, I guess. See, that's what happens when your machine gets you all goofy. There's Sherry. Hi, Della. Why are you covering me up? No one puts baby in the corner. I'm covering you up. Look at that. I'm trying to get my phone over there. I'm covering you up because that's right where I sew. Because I didn't want to put it on my actual table. I wanted it up here where I could see it. So every time I take stuff off, I see it. Okay. That's tiny. Yes, that is tiny. And those little bitty quilts that Sharon makes, they're not happening in my house. Hey, Jamie, how are you? And Gladys? I love the cook and clean one. Yes, I love that one the best. And it's got a little kitten on it. Did you get to see the kitten? I should try it again without the light on. Come on. I can't get it too close. It's this one here. I don't think. Yeah, I can't get it any closer. That's a little kitten. It's a black and white kitten. I'm trying. No, that's all the closer it's going to get. But up here is where it says, God would not have made me a quilter if he wanted me to cook and clean. And it's a little kitty. And there's a pin cushion over here and fabric. And here's a sewing machine. And there's more fabric. It's a cute little thing. Yes. Yes. Okay. Get you back over here where we can see stuff. Oh. Let's see. Hi, Sherry. Sherry, I'm working on your little 2-inch pieces that you gave me. And boy, are they going to be small. Quilted Twins need stickers. Yes. I don't think I got a sticker from them. I have a little medicine bottle that I keep stickers in. I have stickers from Joe, but they're not stickers for her. It's the hearts and all that stuff. It's been raining. It's slowed down for now. It's pounding in the RV when it rains. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She went out camping. Oh, you saw the kitten. Yeah. Sometime when we're on the phone where I can get it even closer, because I can't get this camera over very far. It's hooked to the side of my sewing table. Oh, Nikki says, Sherry, it rained all day in mid-Missouri. I had over an inch in the rain gauge. Yes, it's running like a river. Mona says, I did nothing today but sign up for the gym. I was wondering, did they make you work out too? What you doing with them, Deb? Well, right now I'm sewing 2 together. And I have a really, really big bunch of them down here. See? I already got a big bunch of them. And then after I sew all these, I'm going to sew them into 4 patches. But then I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I think we get rain tonight, Mona says. Yeah, I used to love to camp too. And when I was a kid, let me get you up here. Let me get you up here so I can see. When I was a kid, my dad had been in the Army. And he had an old Army tent that was an 8-man Army tent. It was sort of like a circular one. you know, and had the big pole in the middle. Well, Dad had a 2x4 that was, I don't know how long, 10 feet. It must have been 10 feet tall. And I had to sleep next to the pole. The boys got to sleep on this side, Mom and Dad on this side. Because this was before my sister came along. And I had to sleep next to the pole. You know why I had to sleep next to the pole? Because I always sleep on my left side and I don't move. So they weren't afraid of me knocking the pole over. Can you imagine if that pole fell over and the whole tent would have come down? And when we went camping, Dad had a little army shovel that folded all up, and he'd unfold it, and we had to dig a moat around the tent. That's what I had to do while the boys and Dad set the tent up. So I had to go around and cut the moat in. In case it rained, it would go in the moat and not in the tent. So, yeah, I loved going camping then. I didn't mind sleeping on the ground, but I can't sleep on the ground anymore. I can't even hardly sleep on the couch. I didn't know what to call it. Sofa, couch, Davenport. Used to be called a Davenport. But that was when I lived in Davenport. Oh, hey June, how are ya? And Bernice is here, and Sheila, my Sheila. Beautiful items from Deb Clutter and fabric from Quilted Twins. Yes, yes. No workout, just picked up key and got a tour. Well, that's better because I was afraid that you were going to have to do a little bit of a workout. Oh, Lori's going to go camping tonight. Well, welcome back, Kathy. I'm catching up again. How long are you going to be gone, Lori? Kathy wants to know. Oh, Mona ordered 3 yards for a bag from them. It takes 3 yards to make a bag. Are you going to make another one of those mega bags? Remember that mega bag that when you were all done and you stepped into it and squatted down? I need one of those. Aw, thanks, Lisa. She says, don't forget the thumbs up. Jan says, I can't even get to the ground. No, Jan, because if I get to the ground, I can't get back up. Not on my own. Ever see some EMTs trying to get this fat girl up? No, it's not good. And it's very not pretty because the little girl EMT, she only come up to here on me. And she was trying to help me get through the door because I was having sepsis and I didn't know what was going on. My husband says, you had her in a headlock and you would not let go. And I said, must have been from my wrestling days, huh? Oh, my Sheila, my Sheila. Nikki says, I can't sleep on the ground anymore either. Now I have my camper. Hopefully I can get some camping in this summer. Yeah, I understood what you meant. That's why I went back and repeated myself. Oh, June's cleaning her house. Oh, well, happy birthday, June. Yesterday was my brother's birthday, my oldest brother. And he turned 75. And we were all asking him, was it last weekend? No, the weekend before. It was on the 31st of May. We were all asking him, So, are you going to have a birthday party? Because 75 is a big deal. He says, nope. I said, why not? He says, well, I got to make sure that I get past when Dad passed away. My dad was 76. So he's waiting until he's past 76 before he celebrates anything. I said, well, that's a really silly thing. 75 is special. You should be celebrating it. And Jan, I can get to the ground, but it involves falling. And I don't want to do that because then I have to butt walk to the stairs in order to stand up. And we all talked about the butt walk before. But happy birthday, June. Happy birthday. Oh, let me hit this and refresh. I knew I was missing something because my chat quit. Okay, here we go. Mona says, I've got wider. I would need more fabric. No, I don't think so. Because it wasn't that long ago that you posted that video. Mona says she refuses to sleep on the ground. Well, I can't do it anymore. My back is so bad that I can't lay on the ground. That is too funny. She was in a headlock. She was. He says she was. He says, I just stood there watching them try to get you out. They were trying to get me out of the bedroom because it's to get out of the bedroom, it's zigzaggy to get out of my bedroom. So they were walking me out of the bedroom to put me onto that stair climber chair, the one that has the tank wheels on it, so that they could get me down the stairs. And she was going, somebody help me. She's got a hold of me. And my husband says, yeah, it was a headlock. And you wouldn't let go. And I'm like, I don't know. See, when I have sepsis, I have no clue of what's going on. I can respond to you, but who knows how I'm going to respond to you. Like that little girl. I mean, she was a little girl. I think she was maybe 5 foot tall. And I had her in my armpit. Look at that. Yeah. He wasn't real thrilled with being 75, I don't think. But we were all telling him on the 31st of May. I have to check because I had a low right before I came on here. Oh, well, it's still not up very high. No cleaning house on your birthday, June. Judy says she celebrates every birthday. I celebrate for the whole month. Well, I haven't gotten into that. I don't celebrate for a weekend. I don't celebrate for a month. I barely celebrate the day because it's just me and Kel and the pugs. So you crack me up. Well, I got tears in my eyes now because I was laughing so hard. I was trying not to wipe them, but I can't see now with them. Oh, tomorrow. Well, hey, Susan. Tomorrow's her daughter's birthday. Nikki says, I can get down, but getting up is not pretty. I celebrate my birthday with cake, ice cream, and rum. That's what Mona said. Oh, Susan's going to the drive-in tonight. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Well, yeah. Raining is a bad thing when you go to the drive-in. Well, hello, Banana Joe. Yes, we're going to need more fabric. June says, I'm only 72, but if I get down, I can't get back up. Well, let me tell you, June, even if I was down next to the couch, I couldn't get back up because I can't get on my knees. My knees are so bad. Well, I'm trying to catch up here on the chat. You should make her a quilt for her trauma. You're cracking me up, Deb. Well, that's what I do best, and it's when I tell my stories of when I grew up. Here they call the firemen for help lifting. Yes, sir, carry me away. Lori, let me tell you, when we call 911, the firemen come and the EMTs come. I had all of them. Every time my husband calls 911 for me, it's when I have sepsis and I don't respond the right way to him. He says that's when I look straight through him, like he's not there. He says, you're looking at me, but you're not seeing me. And he says, that's how I always know. And he says, and I'm not going to try and wrestle you to get out and go down the stairs. And he says, that's what they're trained to do, is get you out of the house. And I said, that must have been that little girl's first day or something. Because she had her arm around me. And like I said, her head just reached my armpit. And he says, and you just turned your arm and you put her in that headlock and you wouldn't let go. He says, you must have had it pretty hard because she was yelling for help. Somebody help me. That was funny. Drop me the Discord link, please. I had to sign up for Discord. There you go. Right below where you said it. Mona dropped her link for it. Mona's been shrinking all the little chat thingies on her channel so that you don't get lost. I never got lost on it. I always have a little dot showing where you're talking at. Oh, Mona just does the watermelon crawl. Sheila, getting older should come with a forklift. I miss the drive-in. Man, those were great memories. We still have a drive-in here. One of the physical therapists that I used to go to many, many moons ago, he and his boys opened up a drive-in in Bluegrass. And so that's still going. Oh, Melanie's home now. And Mona still has a drive-in. How many times have you had it, Deb? The sepsis? The sepsis I've had 3 times. And 2 of the times I had a scratch from a puppy. The first one, it was when Sass was little. And she scratched me with her nail claws. And that ended me up in there because it got infected, and that's what caused the sepsis. And the infection went into my bloodstream. And then the second time, it was when Honey was little, and she scratched me, and that caused it. Now, the third time, when I was just there in September of 2023, There was no reason. I did not have an infection anywhere. No open sores, no nothing. And so I still, to this day, they don't know why I had the sepsis. I have Dr. Carr. The she's the one that takes care of the skin diseases and stuff and all the sepsis and that. She looked my whole body over looking for a reason for it. She did not find it. She says, when I went in there, I went in on a Monday night, and on the labs for that, which was actually Tuesday by the time they got the labs drawn out of me, because it was in the middle of the night, that showed infection in my bloodstream. But when they rechecked it on Thursday, there was nothing there. So who knows? Lori says, yep, the sepsis stare. He's right. Yeah, at least I wasn't on the toilet with my pants down when it happened this time. I drove a station wagon in high school. We stuffed that car full of people and put blankets over them to sneak them into the drive-in. I think the people at the drive-in were a little on to that theory. Had a patient do that to you years ago. Well, I don't think you're very tall either, Judy, so I can understand. Hey, Donna Dixon, how are you? I almost missed you coming in. But the firemen and paramedics are so good looking. Well, Susan, I wouldn't know because every time they're called here, I'm in this state of confusion. Susan Munger, it's the uniform. I miss the drive-in too. Friday night was the disco. Saturday night, the drive-in. Lots of good memories. Oh my God, that's too many times. Well, I got past the dog scratching me. The Sepsis, Stephen King's next novel. If the firemen that helped me in the evacuation of the flood came, I would fake fall all the time. He was sexy as hell, Giovanna says. Yeah, the disco was fun. We had the disco not too far from where I lived. I was there every weekend. And the skating rink. We were at the skating rink every weekend too when I was a kid. I've been in the trunk a few times. I bet you have, Mona. We would pack the car when it was pay for the car day at the drive-in. Ah, yeah. Mona did too, Giovanna. Or go in the back of a trunk. Oh, back of a truck. That little heart, I couldn't see through it. Maybe if I turn my phone sideways. There we go, the heart's gone. Thank you, Sheila. I love Stephen King. I have all his records and all his movies. Nikki says she was born in 1969. No disco for me, but roller skating was the thing. Yeah, we used to go roller skating on Friday night. And then, of course, on Saturday night, I was always at the disco. I work for the state, and I was working with my friend Ingrid, and this guy come running up to our counter, and he's so excited. Deb, I'm so glad to see you're still here. And on and on and on. And so him and Ingrid started talking because she says, How do you know, Deb? And he's like, from disco. We used to go discoing all the time. And he started dancing right there in front of everybody. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And Ingrid says, gee, Deb, that's a side of you we've never seen. And I said, and you never will. Because you weren't there. Oh, Melanie was born in 61. Well, I must be getting up there because I was born in 58. Hey, Regina, you made it, girl. I love me some Regina. Mona used to roller skate. She quit when Haley was 3. I fell hard. Yeah, the falling was no fun, let me tell you. I remember when we lived in southern Iowa, closer to Nikki, we would go to the next town to go roller skating. And that's where I learned to roller skate. I remember hanging on. There, part of it had a short wall around it, and then the rest of it had the full walls. And I remember hanging on to that half wall like crazy, just trying to stand. Oh, Mona never liked disco. Well, I loved it. It was easy to sing to because you sang the same words over and over, the same lines. Nikki says they hung out at the mall in the 80s. Mona must have been born in 61 too. Bye, Kathy. Take care. Have a good weekend. My hubby was born in 58 as well. Well, no wonder I like him so much. My hubs was born in 57. Well, him and I would get along well too. A lot of my friends were born in 57. I guess I'm a youngin'. I was born in 71. Yeah, but that's okay. You fit in well. Hey, Kelly, how are ya? You're all done packing. Oh, my goodness. I was telling her this morning when she was on, I said, I just hate packing. Whenever we go anywhere, my husband does the packing. He has his own little checklist thingy that he goes through, and that's how he packs. I was an old rocker, still am. That's what Mona says. I like the rockin' era too. I love rock and roll. Thanks for joining me this morning, Mona and Deb. Oh, I love watching you. But I was a little late coming in to see you, but that's because I was watching Jane at Thread My Bobbin. I was watching her, and I wanted to finish that before I came over to you. That's all right. Agnes was in there, and she was talking to you until I got there. Once I got there, she quit talking. He's a likable person. I bet he is. Oh, Jamie's born in 1970. I was in junior high then. Oh, Cheryl says she's an oldie, born in 56. I had a lot of friends that were born in 56. I usually hung out with the older kids. Hubby does that too, Deb, but he's not coming on the trip. No wonder. Nikki's hubby loved Neil Diamond. I was a metalhead. Motley Crue was my favorite band. My hubby didn't know what he was getting into with me. No, I bet he didn't. After I washed my hair and stuff this morning, I was combing it out, and I went in and I was talking to my hubby. And he was talking about having golden hair because he's old. and I said, you don't have golden hair, you have silver hair. And he's like, nah, he says, I wouldn't call it silver. I said, no, it's actually gray. But I said, but my hair has glitter in it. And he says, how do you figure your hair has glitter in it? I said, take a look when the light shines on it. I said, it glitters. The silver strands that are in it, they come off as glitters. See the glitter? Oh, I can see the glitter over there in that camera. Over there. All babies that are born in 70 or later. If anyone has Spotify and likes rock music, someone made a playlist of every song from Supernatural. It's an awesome playlist. Ah. Kelly says her and hubby were rockers. Kids were raised on it. We listened to the 80s on Sirius XM. That would be a good playlist, Sheila. Yeah. Hubby has various playlists on his phone. Nikki says she's getting glitter too, Deb. Not much, but it's coming. Well, I don't notice the gray hair, but I told you I cut my hair. That's what I was doing Tuesday. Tuesday I was cutting my hair. I started off just trimming the bangs, and it turned into a full-blown hair cutting. I cut it all. And when I cut it shorter, you can really see the glitter then. If I get close enough here, let me wiggle it around here. You might see it. Oh, I see some. I see some right across here. Yep, I see it. Yep. Hey, Alicia, how are you, girl? We listened to the 60s and 70s. Yep, that's what I listen to. I get mine cut on Wednesday. Well, like I said, I was just going to do the bangs, trim them up again, because I only cut them 1/4 of an inch every time I cut them. But they were on my eyebrows and they were bugging me. So I trimmed this. Well, then this piece of hair here kept falling forward. And it was longer. It landed clear down here. So, of course, I had to get out my scissors, my hair cutting scissors, and I cut it. Well, after I cut all of this, then I needed to go back a little further and cut some more. By the time I got done with that, then the back was way too long and it was looking like a mullet. I did not want a mullet, so I cut this all of my back hair. And then, after I was all done, I was talking to hubby again. And pretty soon he come at me with a pair of scissors. And I'm like, what are you doing? He says, just sit there. So I sat still and he got a hold, cut my hair. He come back and he says, you had a rat tail. He says, and I knew you didn't want a rat tail. I said, oh no, I don't want a rat tail. No. Don't want one of those. So then the other day I'm playing with the cutie, right? Well, I needed some snips. So my husband came running in here, grabbed my snips and took them back out there. Well, then I'm in here and I'm sewing and I'm like, what happened to my snips? And so I had to get another pair out. And this pair isn't working as well as the other pair. Hey, Sandy, how are ya? Kelly says her gray hair is mostly at the front. I've debated getting it dyed pink or something just for fun. Oh, yeah. Well, Sandy's born in 61. Natural highlights. Hey, Pam, how are you? I haven't seen you for a really long time. Bunny Ninja got out. Oh, that's why we get along so well. Yeah, Melanie was born in 61 too. I think I have completed everything for work. Just going to sit here and listen to you as I unwind. Kelly, use that dye that washes away because if you don't like it, at least it goes away. Hey, Sheila, I haven't seen Rebecca on any chat for a while. Is she good? Yeah, I haven't seen Rebecca. Are you talking about That's So Becca? Because I haven't seen her either. She used to be in Leanna's, and I have not seen her anywhere. There's another Rebecca. She does crocheting. I can't think what her channel name is right now. My beautician gets upset when I cut my hair. Yeah, mine used to too, but then they got used to it because if it really ticked me off, I would just cut it. I've even been known to cut it at 2 in the morning because it was bugging me when I was trying to sleep. And if it gets caught and I'm trying to sleep or anything, man, it's coming off. Man, look at this big pile I got already. Woo. Bunny Ninja. I'll have to experiment a bit. I had a rat tail when I was about 15, Kelly says. Rat tail. I had one in 83. Oh my God. I never had a rat tail. And that's why my husband was laughing at me so hard. He's like, I can't ever imagine you with a rat tail. Now, Shirley has seen me with what she called a mullet. That's when I had shorter hair on this half, and it was a little bit longer. It was still layered, but it was a little longer. She called it my mullet. Regina, she hasn't been on any social media much lately. She's doing okay. She now has 3 dogs that are keeping her busy. I'm thinking of cutting my locks into a Chinese type bob or a short pixie. My thoughts on that, Alicia, not the bob. No, I don't think. No, I don't like the bob on that kind of bob on anybody. But now the short pixie might look really, really good. But then again, you got to remember, you have to style it the same way all the time. At least when you have the longer locks, you can do different things with it. Oh, June was born in 53. Alicia, I don't think your hubs would let you do that. Oh, Pam cuts her own hair too. None of them work there, Lisa. I missed Leanna this morning as I was at the doctor's for the eye, which is fully cured. Well, you thought it was cured before and it happened again. Melanie, he would probably have a fit, but he has lived through worse. Oh, yeah, yeah. They've all lived through worse. Selfie doesn't work, Giovanna. Yeah, the link drop works. Quilt or Giggles, those both work. I just haven't studied anything to add the games and stuff. I'm not a reader. I don't I don't like reading stuff, but if you show me pictures, then I can do it. Oh, hey Katie, how are you? Oh, she's leaving to go do her live. Pam hasn't been sewing so far this year. Oh, is your husband okay, Pam? Sheila says, I also have a bob after having long hair for many years. Yeah, you sort of just heard my thoughts on bobs. But I think the bob that Alicia was talking about is different from your bob. Your bob is just shorter. Your long hair is just a little shorter. It's not clear up here. I need to look at the time here. Oh, really? Seriously? That's all the later it is? Oh, I feel like I've talked for an entire day. Nikki says she went really short. I've been trying to grow it out, but my hair in this humidity isn't fun. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Pam. Mine would be high in the back with getting longer as it moved to the front with the long points. I've had that haircut where it's that shaved sort of wedgy look back here and that comes forward down to here. I had that when I retired. And then every once in a while, when it got a little longer, those points were bugging me because they were touching my face. And I can't stand when it touches it. I don't plan on going shorter because then I couldn't ponytail it. See, that's what I say. You can't do nothing else with it except wear it the way it is. Same thing with that real pixie cut. You can't do nothing else but the way it's cut. That is because you have a bad throat, Deb. No, it's because when I talk, I get really, really dry. And you saw me pop a cough drop there. That usually makes it so I can talk for a little longer. Alicia, you would look good with that style. You have the face for it. It would make you look even younger. Yeah, I think so. See, I liked it when my hair was that stacked, wedgie type thing back here. That was all right. It's just those pieces that came down here when they grew out a little bit, just even another half an inch, and they were starting to bug me. It's been about 2 years now that you and hubby have been dealing with his health issues. Nikki says she has natural curl, or as I say, a mind of its own. It has waves, ducktails, and a cowlick. Yeah, I know, Nikki. My hair does the same thing. I haven't put a brush to it since I let it air dry. It will start curling up if I do. I was trying to go sort of straight today. Sort of. With a little poof here in the middle. But I don't know if the poof made it. I'm watching myself play with my hair. Bought house in Graham, Texas, moving into the month. Oh. Oh, Norma, you have a good weekend. We'll see tomorrow or Monday. We'll be on again then. Cut it short, you will love it. I'm sorry I misspoke. Hope things get better. When I had long hair, it just became a frizzy mess, so I cut it all off. Yeah, I had the really long hair when I met this husband. I had the really I mean, it was long. It was down to my butt. But I wore it in a bun most of the time because if it fell forward, that just irritated me. I was the one with the long hair that always had it on her back. I always had it off my shoulders. I constantly push it back. So it was either in a ponytail or it was in a bun. Long hair gives Lisa headaches. Too heavy, straight, and takes forever to dry. Oh, you take care, Bernice. Have a good weekend. Wondering what state you live in. Regina, I'm in Iowa, but I'm right by the Mississippi River, so right across the river is Illinois. Okay, so you know what the state of Iowa looks like, and it's got that hump on the right side when you're looking at a map. Got that hump there. I'm on the bottom of the hump where the Mississippi River runs east and west. It's the only part of the river that goes east and west. All the rest goes north and south. That's where I'm at. Right on the border. Oh, yeah, you're in Texas. There's a lot of you on here that are from Texas. Nikki, my hair did that when I cut it after having long hair. It frizzed and went curly. I've never had curly hair in my life. Thick and straight. Only time it was curly was when I permed it. I let mine grow all summer so I can wear it up. Gotta keep moving. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Well, you take care, June, and have a good weekend. You are assuming I am great with geography. Well, everybody knows what Iowa looks like. Well, at least everybody in the neighboring states. But anyway, Iowa has a hump, and I live at the bottom of the hump. My brother lives in central Iowa. He works for the railway. So he must be somewhere close to Des Moines. I have a cousin that lives in a suburb of Des Moines. She lives in Waukee. I don't know the shape. I have to Google that, baby. Well, you get right on it so you know. I have curls and waves. I've threatened to shave my head. Oh, no, Nikki, don't do that. You got to learn to love the curls and the waves. When I was younger, I had wavy hair. And when I was way young, my mom used to perm it all the time. Oh, I could not wait to get her to stop doing that. And then I had my foot reconstruction done in 2018. After I had that done, my hair went curly. Curly. You can see that it's curling up here after I loosened it up. It's curling. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's curling. And the back is really curly. Yeah. Tony Home Perm. Yes, yes, Pam, that's what it was. Anyone live near Graham, Texas? No, nobody that I know of. Andrea's in Texas and Regina's in Texas. I have a cousin that's near San Antonio. My brother lives in Texas in the winter down by Harlingen. So he's close to the Mexican border then. I have wavy hair, but it's not a good wave. Well, when you don't like your hair, it seems like everybody else loves it and wishes they could have it. And you're just like, oh, I wish you could have it. There's probably some cows up there. Yeah. Yeah. And we used to have cow pie throwing contests. Oh, Nikki says she sees my curls. Hers is really curly too in the back. Oh my gosh, the back. The back is really, yeah. Well, you can see here on the edges here. I cut everything else off. When I cut my hair and I looked in the trash can, all you see are curls. I've called them country pancakes. Well, hey, Zaza, how are you? Yeah, they're country pancakes, all right. They're the stinky kind. Mom scrubbed my hands after we did that. Oh, she says, how can you pick that up? I'm like, well, it's easy to pick it up and throw it. You just threw it like a frisbee. Oh, Pam's back hair is curly. See? Yeah. We'd fling cow pies at each other. Yes, we had sides. We had teams that we had, and we got each other good. Deb, I'm with your mom. Yeah, Mom would scrub my face. She'd get the brush out and scrub on me after I had the cow pies. See, you're all learning a bunch from me. Maybe I should stop doing Friday lives. Then I could be real quiet again. Oh, Giovanna's back. We'd say yippee-yi-yay, cow patty. Yes. And did you ever go snipe hunting? My brothers took me snipe hunting once. Zaza likes Chatty Deb. Well, I get to telling you stories, and then I get to laughing, and my eyes just water like crazy from laughing so hard. I just threw mud pies. Well, I played in the mud too, so I had the mud pies too. Look, I got that pile all put together. They're twos. I still have a pile over here. Not until I moved to mid-Missouri, then they took me snipe hunting. Yeah, my brothers took me snipe hunting. And I was just like, oh. I was scared to death. They took me snipe hunting in a cemetery. And then one of my brothers pushed me in the tool shed and locked me in there. He let me out when I started crying. I was a crybaby. I did not like snipe hunting. What is a snipe? Who knows, Miss Alicia? Who knows? That's how my brothers would torture me. Yep. I remember. I remember too going to my grandma's house on the farm and we'd wake up every morning and we'd start going down the stairs, and then we'd sit down and we'd bump butt all the way down. My grandma would say, one of these days, one of those steps are going to be loose and you're going to get a splinter up your butt. I never got a splinter. But it was so fun to do that. But I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's why I have back problems now, because I was butt scooting down her stairs. I knew I had two there. Well, they're exactly the same material. I don't want them together. Bye, Pam. We'll see you later. I'm going to be getting off here real soon. I don't know if my eyes can handle me giggling anymore, because I giggle and then I cry because I laugh so hard. Me telling you guys these stories, it just brings back memories for me. And next time, I will have to tell you about the cat, the dead cat. I have to tell you. So, Nikki's brother was so mean. She was 6 years younger. So I have childhood trauma from him. We would sneak out the window when Mom was sleeping. Lisa, let us know what Google says. Yes, snipe hunting is a prank, yeah. But next time, next Friday, remind me and I will tell you about the dead cat. That was pretty funny too. So, I'm going to sew some more on these because I have been missing my sewing machine. And then maybe tomorrow I'll play with the cutie again. I just needed a break from the cutie because I was getting frustrated with it. So, yep, definitely time for me to go. Your brother's 2 years younger than you. Well, I have 3 brothers, and they're all a year to a year and a half apart. The oldest one's born in 50, the next one's 51, the next one's 53. And then there's 5 years before I come along. And then there's almost 10 years before my sister came. So we got the 3 brothers that are all a year to year and a half apart. So this is my oldest brother, this is my second brother, and this is my baby brother. And me and my baby brother are really close. And it hasn't been but in the last, I don't know how many years, that the rest of us have gotten close too. Now my sister, she lives in Ohio. Not anywhere close to Mona, but she lives down in Cincinnati. And she comes back and she visits us quite a bit. I haven't been out there yet, but I have different reasons for not traveling. But I see her like twice a year. And then, but I get to see my brothers quite a bit. 2 of them live here in town. Well, next town over. But it's only like 20, 30 minutes away. And then my other brother lives down in Missouri, by the Ozarks, the Lake of the Ozarks. He lives there part-time, and then he lives in Texas part-time. And so, and some of this you can't tell which is the right side and which is the wrong side. So the one that lives in Missouri, I don't get to see him as often as I used to, because he used to live in the town just north of me, and I got to see him quite a bit. But now I don't. I only get to see him if he comes into town. So, oh, there's 6 of them. Judy says, and only 3 of us get together. When she goes to Illinois, she stays with her brother. Yeah, if I was from someplace else and came back to visit, I would stay with one of my brothers here. Giovanna had 3 sisters and 1 brother. I ate mudcat from the Ozarks. I never ate catfish again. I wondered what mudcat was. I love catfish. We have a lot of catfish here because we're right next to Mississippi River. But you know what always puzzled me? Red Lobster offers seafood, right? They don't offer catfish. And yet we're known for it being right off the Mississippi. I don't understand it. Never have understood that. A psychopath as a brother, Nikki. Well, I knew Nikki, I knew you were close to there because Nikki's close to Missouri Star. Is the brother you are close to Shirley's husband? Yes. And growing up, we always called him Charlie. That is not his first name. It's a version of his middle name. But when we all grew up, he was Charlie. And he will be Charlie to me till the day I die. Now, Shirley calls him Dan, which is part of his first name. And no, it's not Daniel. His first name is Danny. Danny Charles. One of my nieces calls him Danny Boy. But my kids all call him Charlie too. And one of my kids liked him so much that she named her daughter, her first daughter, she named her after him. They just spell it different. She spells it Charleigh, Charlie. And so that was a tribute to my brother that she called him that. Sheila, that would be me with the fish. Uh-huh. You know, Shirley's after me about this cutie. Oh, Nikki loves catfish too. If it's cut right, no yellow meat. No, I don't like the yellow meat. It's not seafood, it's freshwater fish. Well, you would think a fish place, though, would have catfish. I only eat saltwater fish. I do not like freshwater fish. Missouri Star is by Kansas City. Yep. It's about 3 hours west of me. Yeah. And my brother gets real close because his mother-in-law lives in Kansas City. 6 siblings, Alicia. My pops was definitely a Rolling Stone. I have 2 brothers with my mom and 4 other siblings with 4 other women. Oh my goodness. He's got 5 baby mamas. Wherever he laid his hat and all. Oh, your brother is Danny also? See, I thought maybe mom was just calling him Danny. And I saw, was it his birth certificate or I saw something and it had his legal, oh, it was my marriage license. I saw his legal name on there. It was Danny Charles. Yeah. He signs it Danny C. When I was growing up in Louisiana, there weren't chain restaurants like Red Lobster. There was a law that if you served seafood, a percentage of it had to come in from the state. If catfish is in muddy water, it tastes like mud. No, no, I like catfish. Not trying to kill me, just playing, but rough. My dad's name is Daniel. My grandma called him Danny Boy too. Now they just call him Boy. I'd rather be called Danny Boy than Boy. I've had a lot of delicious catfish. I have too. They have all you can eat catfish here in a lot of restaurants. Oh. Nikki was adopted. I'm the oldest of 7 on my biological father's side, and the oldest of 5 on my biological mother. I was adopted when I was 2 months old. Oh my goodness. My uncle is Johnny, not John. Yeah, see, back in the day, that's how they called him. That's how they named him. At least I only like saltwater fish, but like you, grew up with the saltwater, not freshwater. We have excellent seafood here. Uh, Hubby likes catfish and freshwater fish. It's what he grew up with. I grew up eating shark. Oh my God, I would not eat shark. But they have to clean it right and soak it in a certain way. Yeah. Yeah, Nikki's been to Missouri Star. Trust me, Zaza, he paid for all that. She have as she got. My mom is a handful to say the least. Oh. Judy, do you soak yours in buttermilk? My father was Uncle Johnny for my cousins, and his name is Giovanni. Oh. Catfish, if not clean right, can taste muddy. Yeah, that's true. I'm very picky on my catfish. I only go to certain places to eat catfish. I hate bass. It tastes like mud. Lisa, I don't cook much. I was never. I've been there a few times. Only saw Jenny once. Yeah, I can't wait for Jenny to come back. You see, I got Jenny. I got Jenny right there. Jenny was one of the first ones that I started watching on YouTube. So I learned most of my stuff from Jenny. And that's why I didn't square anything up for the longest time, because Jenny didn't do it. And now Jenny squares up, and so do I. So I guess that's a good thing. Thin and crisp catfish in cornmeal. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah. Nikki, I met her and the girls last year. They were really nice. Oh, Zaza. Ooh. We were going to fry some fresh speckled trout this evening, but changed our minds. Pizza. Oh, I'll take pizza anytime. Oh, Giovanna says shark is good. Pizza for the win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did too, Deb. I was so excited to see her at the birthday bash. Yeah, Jenny's my girl. Yeah, but I wasn't thrilled with her Christmas box this last year, so I'm not getting it again. There was too much stuff in it that I don't do. Nikki would be starstruck. Yeah. Shoot, just seeing her from far away, I would be tickled pink. Yeah. I like bass. I've not tried a fresh fish I haven't liked. Nikki doesn't like shark either. My favorite fish is salmon and then catfish. No, my favorite is catfish. Salmon, I only like salmon in salmon patties, like my mom used to make. That's the only time I eat salmon. I tried it by baking it in the oven, but I did not like it, so I never made it again. Well, okay, girls, I'm going to sign off, and I'll save these for another day of when I don't feel like doing anything, but I want to sew. And tomorrow I'll probably work on the cutie. And one of these days, I will make a video or do a live out there. One of these days. But I got to build up to that. Right now, I'm at the stage when I don't want nobody to see me doing it. All right. I'll see y'all later, and everybody take care. I got to go over there because my mouse is over there. And I got too many chairs in the way.